So Mercury retrograde is really getting to my camera, so just know that a lot of effort went into this video. But basically, today is March 27th, and tomorrow will be March 28th. But in March 28th, that would mark 1 year since I did the video, How I Saved My Skin. And a lot has happened in that year. My skincare has changed. My mentality has changed so much in a year. It's crazy how much you can change. And I think it was because I turned 16 and like now I'm 17 because my birthday was March 23rd. And I just wanted to give you all an updated sort of how I saved my skin updated, because right after I filmed that video, a whole lot of things happened. So after I filmed that video, as you saw, I had pretty nice skin. And I was using, as I remember, just witch hazel, and that was really it on my face, and then I was using like coconut oil. I still would say to use that. I would still recommend it for, like, you know what I mean? I would still encourage somebody to use it if they were looking for something that was cleansing or something like that. But it wouldn't be the first thing that I would recommend. Something that I didn't really mention, I did mention a little bit about health, but now I'm realizing that it is essentially just health. And by health, I mean mental health very strongly, and then also I feel like a little bit of it is your internal health. And I focused more on internal health in the past one, and then I didn't focus really on mental health. But that is really what can really change your skin. So throughout the time, like after that video, it was around maybe April, late April, I started learning about spirituality. I started learning about the law of attraction. And I noticed that my skin was getting worse and worse, and like it would just frustrate me, and my mental health was just like really all over the place. And like it was a very hard time. But I kept on following. This was just like, by the way, having bad skin was also like something on the side that happened right after I filmed that video, which is quite ironic. But I would get like pimples everywhere, and like I remember my eating was like very off, because I would be like vegan. Like I wasn't really vegan, but I was just trying to get back into being vegan, and sort of like rethinking like my morals, rethinking, you know, my values and everything. And there were just so many changes in that time. There were so many changes spiritually, because I had never been a spiritual person. In this past year, I had really become a spiritual person, and I have been studying spirituality and sort of changing my entire lifestyle to fit into a lifestyle that fulfills me and that makes me live my best life. In May, my skin was very bad, and my mental health was also pretty bad, and so was my physical health. I think I got sick like a few times, and you know, I was just all over the place. But in May was when I was spending a lot of time at home, and I was spending a lot of time like on YouTube and things like that. And so I was studying a lot about the law of attraction. I was just like finding out like what this was. And so I came across like videos on the law of attraction, and specifically I would look up, I was like, wait, so if I can like manifest anything, if I can create anything just by believing in it and thinking about it, then why can't I manifest better skin? So I would look up videos on that too, and there's like even like manifesting good skin videos that will help you with all that. But I would do a bunch of that. Like I would just like try to manifest better skin, and I wasn't getting it immediately. But I did notice that I got the best results, because this was like, by the way, this is like every day was like really like a challenge for me, every single day, and every day was so different. But on days where I was productive and where I was taking care of myself, I would do that. But basically, I was trying to do that, and it was working. I noticed that was like really was helping with my skin and with my just health in general, mental, physical, and everything. Just saying I love you, like this is like a great tip that I have to say, is when you're taking a shower, no matter what you're using, the product doesn't mean anything. Like you don't have to use anything, and I will get to that later, but if you just love yourself and focus on the feeling that you're gonna have when you have perfect skin, or that you have when you have perfect skin, that is what you need to focus on, and that is how you manifest it. What I mean by this is even if you have like really bad skin, or if you have something, and this ties into everything, I will make more videos on the law of attraction, but if you have something, if you want something, pretend like you already have it. Write it down, write down, I'm so grateful for my skin. Like, I'm so happy I have beautiful skin. When you take a shower, when you wash your face, when you're like just touching your body, just tell yourself like, I love you, like you're so amazing, like you have such nice skin and everything, and it will truly manifest. Like, you will see it, even if it takes like a long time. Until you believe it, that is when you will actually see it. Also, when you detach yourself as well, you can't be put in hope, because that just puts distance in between what you want and what you have. Because, you know, when you already have something, you know, like humans don't hope for something when they already have it. You hope for something when you don't have it, and when what that's putting into the universe is just that, oh, you want it, you don't actually have it yet. But the way that you get things is by pretending to have them until you actually have them. Until I stopped using skincare. I think I was watching videos more and more and more. Like, I was very, very into this. And I started watching more videos on it, and I was like, you know what, just to see what happens, let me just stop using skincare, let me just stop stressing, let me just try it, even just for a day. Let me try to eat better, let me try to take my mind off this, and let me just live my life and follow these like simple steps, like telling you you love yourself and everything. And so I did, and that is when I really, really started to see change. And it was by far not easy at all. It was honestly very, very scary, and it was definitely a journey. It was like, by the way, I'm not just talking about like skincare as well, this was also more of a mental health as well. There like a lot of things that happened to me during this time, and I just felt, you know, when there's so much going on, you just feel kind of hopeless, and it's like nothing seems to be going right. And so, you know, playing pretend can be fun, but it's also, you know, at the end of the day, you still end up feeling more sad, because you're like, oh, I don't have this yet. But that is what I had to conquer, like, the most. And that it can be really, really scary, and it's not easy at all. It took months for this to happen for me. And even now, I'm still working on it every single day, to have trust in myself, to trust my intuition, and to trust, you know, in the universe. But it has saved me, honestly. To this day, I can tell you that not just at skincare. I know this is you know, like a skin video, but in every single day life, everything that I desire is manifesting like this, because of the trust, and because of the confidence that I have within the universe, and within myself, really, that everything that I think, knowing and trusting that whatever I think will manifest, and whatever I think creates my reality. Because you're in complete control of your life. So like, why not create the best life for yourself? We were put on this earth to be prosperous. But of course, to get back onto the focus of the skin video, I just wanted to say that I do not use any skincare whatsoever. In the shower, if I ever do like have things on my face, or my face is dirty, what I'll do is I'll wash my face with coconut oil. That sounds really, really crazy, and if me from like last year would have been like, hold up, coconut oil makes you break out. I guess so. I guess it does make you break out, but I don't, it doesn't for me, like, at all. And every single skincare that I use is just like maybe an oil or something. I will show you all what I use. So most of the oils that I use are either for my hair or my skin. Like, I'm holding them all right now, but I'm just gonna talk about each single one. So the one that I use the most, I know this is literally out of a kitchen. I literally went to Trader Joe's and just like got this from like the cooking oil section. But this is just grapeseed oil. This is my absolute favorite oil, because it is the best. What I do is when I leave the shower, I like put this on my skin and like all over here, because this still does, like, my skin still does get like dry sometimes, especially since it's not winter time anymore, but in the dry season. And then on my face, I used to use this every day, but then I stopped because I just didn't feel like putting it on anymore. It was just like too much, and it wasn't really doing much for me. But jojoba oil is definitely my favorite if I ever were to put moisture on my skin, because it did get dry during the winter season, so I do moisturize it sometimes. Then I would use jojoba oil. And then, by the way, I use all these on my hair. And then vitamin E oil is just, this has other oils in it, as coconut oil and soybean oil. And this one is really good, just like for, I mainly use it for like my hair and like hairs on my face and things. And then this is the one that I use the most. This is unfiltered raw coconut oil. And I use this one the most because this is what I use like in the shower. This is what I use in the shower for anything, and I love the smell so much. And that's really it. I use absolutely no skincare, and then I wanted to make this video not to sell you any products because I really do care, and I really want, you know, everyone to learn some sort of what I've experienced. And I'm not here to sell you any products or promote any product at all. I'm just here to tell you that you are in control of your life, and you're in control of things like your skin, like your circumstances, like everything in general. And that you can change that without any product. You can just change that with your mindset. And I think that's a very scary thing, because nobody wants to believe that. People just want to, like, you know, nobody wants to put so much responsibility on themselves, but essentially you're responsible for yourself, and you only have this one life. Like, why not? You're only going to be in this body one time, I think. I don't know. But why not grow as much as you can? Why not? I don't know. I highly recommend that all of you, this is honestly getting into like a different subject, but I say to constantly challenge yourself. Put yourself in situations that will make you grow, and don't be scared to do anything, because yeah, I think I'm gonna stop now because I'm just gonna keep on talking. But I'll see you all in my next video. And ooh, also another thing. Now, I was also very skeptical about crystals, but somehow I have more trust in crystals than I did. I had more trust in crystals than I did in like the universe, because the crystal you can actually hold and you can actually like feel the energy. I mean, you can feel the energy in the universe, but it's something more tangible. And let me tell you something, for all you people that are into crystals, right here I have, you can study all that you want. I have a book right there. I'm actually gonna read a bit today. But this is bloodstone, and I noticed that when I would carry this around with me, it apparently has like healing properties, and also dolomite. I have that right there. And I noticed that when I would carry it with me, like I would just heal like very quickly. And I think it's like mentally, but yeah, I think whatever you do will help you. But mainly just like believing and manifesting and attracting all good things. And yeah, just manifest better skin. So yeah, bye.